law. It doesn't mean that they adhered to it all the time, but they knew about it. But in the Levitical law, in Leviticus chapter 20, it says that if a person is caught in adultery, then the adulterer and the adulteress is supposed to be stoned to death. So right then, Jesus said, the one you're with now, the one back in the cut, the one who you came to get some water for, that one, he's not your own. But wait a minute, that will cause great trepidation inside of you. If you know that you're breaking the law, if you know that this is a death penalty, amen? But the other word that he said was, in that says thou truly. You told the truth. You told the truth. She could have said, well, no, we're just friends. Or she could have said, you don't know him like I know him. Or she could have said, we're engaged. That's the new thing. Everybody's engaged. How long you been engaged? 12 years? No, you're not engaged. You in something else. You're not engaged. He said, you told the truth. There comes a time in our lives when the Lord will just say, tell the truth. He can work in truth. He can work in truth. Amen? And so the woman said to him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worship in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. So she switched it up. She switched it from spiritual to religious. Talking about where we're going to worship. But look at what Jesus said. Woman, believe me, the hour comes when ye should neither in this mountain nor at Jerusalem worship not God but the Father. He began to talk to her about a father. Somewhere deep down inside of me, I believe that her quest and what she was really seeking was the love of a father. And the close, if you grew up in the house with your daddy and you had a good father, you had something. On Father's Day, most of my children were at our home. And they all sat around the table and they told their father, Pastor Greene, how much they loved him and what kind of father he had been. And then my daughter-in-law, Crystal, talked some about her father, and she's talked about him many times and what a great father he was. And I was sitting there, and to be honest with you, I didn't tell them there in front of them. But I waited until that night when we were just the two of us. And I told him, I've never experienced that. I'm the only one sitting at that table who never experienced that kind of love from a father. And so I said to him, thank you for being such a great father to all of the children, to where they could identify with that. They could know that. But Jesus began to talk to her about her father, about his father. And he said to her, the hour is coming